You're listening to The Mentality Show, only on LA Talk Radio.
What's up, everybody? It is The Mentality Show.
Yo, mi raza, what's up?
It is The Mentality Show. You know what that means? That means it's Wednesday, 6 p.m., June 19, 2019, show 63 of The Mentality Show. Gentlemen, we are
I'm
here.
sure it's 63 because I was doing the shows the other day and they're off.
Yeah, that's why I put the dates. I started putting the dates on here.
Okay. 69.
Show 63.
69.
Show 69 is coming up. Show 69 is coming
So
up.
if you go to YouTube and you look at show 42, when we come on it, you say, welcome to 44.
Okay. All right, we'll discuss this after the show.
I think every show should be
discuss.
officially labeled 69.
Yes, I agree.
69,
Episode 69 of The Mentality Show, a.k.a. 63. June 19th, 2019. What's up, everybody? We are back in business, boys.
Back in business.
We're back in business. There's an E40 song out there called Back in Business where this is white guy. We're back in business, boys. So if you ever hear me say that and I sound like this super white guy, it's only because that's what's on the E40
Because he
song.
is super white.
I'm trying to stay
And
away
that too.
from you so I don't rub off on you so quickly.
I think I'm probably rubbing off on you there, Scully.
We're going to get really white together.
So white he's red, baby. So white he's red. All right, so live from the Los Angeles airwaves of LA Talk Radio, we are your number one podcast here at LA Talk Radio.
Keep on saying that.
And that is the truth, sir. We are, the numbers are in. We are number one. And guess what? I mentioned it last week. We are now on iHeartRadio.
Yes.
So you can see us there. And actually, you can hear us there. And if you want to see us, you can see us on YouTube and, of course, Facebook Live to see, you know, who's the sexiest guy in the show. And you'll know it's your host, Delano. And Vato V. I'll give him props. Man, he has a nice shirt on today. I like that shirt, buddy.
Gracias.
Looks good, man.
Swap meet.
The indoor swap meet.
It's the Mexican mall. Swap meet.
The indoor swap meet.
That's right.
Well, hey, you must have a tailor there at the swap meet,
I do.
because it fits you well, bro.
His name is Juan. How says Juan?
How do you want it? How do you want it?
Juan.
All right, so we are here, and we got a lot to talk
Does it
about
measure your
today.
shoulders by touching your balls?
He does. I said, hi. Gracias.
Hey, there's this movie out called Night School with Kevin Hart.
Oh, yeah?
And there's this dude on there, man. He's this Hispanic dude. You got to see it, man. He talks just like you know when you do your
Mexican thing?
Your Mexican thing talks just like he said. I want to be a dental hygienist. Hygienist. It's funny, man. It's funny. You got to see it. So live from the airwaves of LA Talk Radio. Give us a call here if you want to chime in on anything. Scully, you having some issues there with your earpiece there?
Yeah, I lost everything.
The
Can you hear us?
microphone. Uh-oh.
Oh, we got our producer coming.
right,
Sammy's going to come and fix it.
Sammy.
All right,
So,
it came back up, but it's dropping out.
He was,
and
it looks like he was
cracking.
just getting up to get some water.
He doesn't have. No, actually, there's a bad connection in this.
shit.
But
The wire?
Well, we'll figure it out.
if you guys can hear me, whatever. Maybe
got you.
We can hear you, man.
people don't fucking like me anyway. So
All right, and if there's any more issues, you can probably just take the headpiece off and hear us a lot
yeah,
better that
because
way. So.
I look better with without all this gadgets. And
The glasses, love the glasses look, man. You cannot see
Rocking it.
if you're listening to the show, but Scully has these bum-ass glasses. I actually want to get those frames
he
myself.
does. He
Look really
Buddy
good.
Holly
he really rocks them.
Yeah, you rock
The
it
Buddy
too,
Holly
man.
look.
You rock it too. So Vato V has his great shirt. Scully has nice glasses, and
And a hat,
Texia
and a hat.
and a hat, man, is
Hey,
bum.
new
And the shoes. Show
Father's
them the
Day hat.
shoes.
Father's Day hat.
Father's Day hat. Bump. Show them the shoes real quick.
The
Show 'em.
shoes.
The shoes are popping. Man, look at those. Those blue. Those are blue Chucks, baby. He has the red ones too that I love.
I got the
Beautiful
red.
look, man.
You name it.
Scully got
I got
style,
those
baby.
because they go with my hair.
Can't tell if he's wearing a hat. It just says LA on there. When he wears the red one.
Got style, man. So anyway, give us if you want to chime in. We're going to talk about some very important things today. Today's topic is why men cheat. Okay, so we are going to break it down. You have a table of experts here, not expert cheaters, but you know we're men.
Thank you for
and we're gonna take you into the mindset of a man. And why he cheats. And these are also, we don't just get on this show and just talk. These are factual things that we do our research on to back us up with some of the things we're saying here, okay? So, yeah, we do talk a lot of shit on the show, too. We say some shit that you really want to look up. But most of the time, our topic, we do our research, and we know what we're talking about, and we have about 120, 130 years of experience here at the table.
Yes, sir.
Most of those years are in him. He's the oldest.
I am the oldest, so that means you listen to me, boy. Listen to
Yeah,
me.
man, boy.
All right, so let's get it going here. Let's get all up in the crevices of this topic. So if you want to talk about it, you want to chime in on some of this, again, we're going to put the number on the screen. The number is 818-570-5085. That's 818-570-5085. Okay, so today's topic, again, something that's been going on since the beginning of mankind. And our experts here at the table, we're going to talk about why men cheat. So before we get into it, if you're new to the Mentality Show, or if you've never seen the show, then we must warn you that the views and opinions expressed on this show, some listeners and viewers may find offensive. Viewer discretion. We don't give a fuck. So let's get into it, y'all. Let's do the introductions. I'm your host, Delano. All right, the man of the show, the man who talks all the time, the man who runs everything here, and AKA, the handsome one. That's me. So, all right, let's get into it. And I got my man Scully here to the left. What's up, Scully?
What's going on?
How was your week, buddy?
My week was pretty good, man. From root canals to my youngest daughter getting her license today. So
nice.
Yeah, so it started off kind of shitty, and as of this afternoon, turned out good.
Turned out good. That's right. That's right. Family always cheers things up when good things happen in the family.
You need them to cheer things up, otherwise you got to banish them from your life.
Gotta go.
Cheers, fuckers.
Yes.
And I got my man, Sexy Texy, here to my far right. What's up, Sexy Texy? How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling okay.
Tell the people how you feel.
Cricket.
This guy's such a tough. Let him get a few beers in him. This dude will talk to you all fucking night. Without his beers, he's just
You be like
quiet,
this?
man. I'm shy.
Is that right?
Give him a beer.
Fuck you guys.
This guy just.
Bless you.
All right, there you go.
There you go.
Now it's starting to come out the beers. Okay, so
Starting to come out literally.
and then I got the man, our handsome Mexican, to my right here. He is our man, Vato V in the house.
Rasta, what's
Right.
happening?
All right, how you feel, man?
Good chilling, man. I'm chilling.
Yeah, how was your week?
It's good. Busy, but good.
Yeah.
Shit's going on. So, but
Yeah.
we can't handle. So,
Family's good and
family's
work
good.
is good and everything
Chilling.
like that.
Yes.
All
I
right,
can't complain.
health is good.
Health is good.
That's important.
Yes,
Okay,
no
all
more,
right.
no more titty problems. We're good.
All right.
All right. That's so last year.
Yeah,
that's
that's
last year. We
2018.
live in the past.
Did you cheat? Did you cheat this week?
I did.
You did. You cheated this week. All right, we got something to talk about.
That's what
there.
we got.
One of us at the
that's what
table
we got,
cheated.
cheat week.
Cheat week. That is so true. We got. It's actually cheat month. because-
Cheat day. Cheat day.
Well, it's cheat month because we're talking about why men cheat here on this show. Next week, we're going to talk about why women cheat, and our special guest is going to be Tina for Wasted Wednesdays. She's going to come in here. She was on our show a few weeks ago. People loved her. She's very straight up and honest and bold, and
Yes.
and she's from the East Coast, and she don't give a fuck.
Yep. She
doesn't.
She will put it out there on the table. She's
Good.
going to break that down and actually argue with us on some of the things that we're going to have to say about that.
Hey, a lot of our lady listeners out there, man, they love her. So
They love her,
Yeah.
and we're going to have her back next week. Wasted Wednesdays. Tina's actually shooting a show right across the hall here, so we can't have her on all the time. But if we could, we would. And then after that, we're going to talk about how to catch a cheater. Okay, so this is all. If you're a cheater out there, you may want
Cheater.
to, listen in and get some notes, take some notes, and work your cheat game a little bit on how not to get caught and stuff.
fuck this up.
Because as we know, who are between men and women? Who are the best cheaters?
Women.
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 Okay, there we go.
Yes.
So we're going to talk about that. No special guest today. Okay, but hey, we're here.
Yeah.
Because we're special.
We're the
and,
guests.
yeah, we just couldn't find anyone who was special. So try again next week.
That's right. So let me get to something here. I actually fucked up. Okay, there.
Yeah.
Okay, I had to get to something. So as you know, we talk about everything on this show. Okay, talk about everything in this show, right? What do we talk about on this show, Scully? Tell people what we talk about.
Well, we talk about from having your cake, eating it, and stovetop stuffing to if it's not being put in the oven, someone's going to go looking elsewhere for the loving.
There you go.
That's right, baby. Cheaters, baby. Cheaters we're going to talk about.
Cheater.
And what else we're going to talk about, Tech C?
Let's see here. We discussed everything on the show from politics and religion to Vato V. Be a man, boy. Make a fucking decision.
That's right. There's an inside joke here. Vato V, we kind of accuse him of being a waffler sometimes. So
Shit.
yeah, so we that's
you.
what Tech C was just spotted too. What else we're going to talk about there, Vato V?
From drinking beer and Delano thinking it's bitter to what all of us here have great ideas, especially Tech C when he's on the shitter.
When
This
you're
man
just
comes up with
thinking.
great ideas when when he
does.
smells shit coming out of him.
He's like, I want to send that out there.
I'll text you. Guess what, guys? Got an idea.
Cling.
Are you taking a shit?
Yeah.
I am.
He's like that statue, the thinker with a toilet under his ass. Yeah. The stinker.
He's like this, but with a toilet.
The stinker. And all right, so we're gonna talk about all those things. I tell you, and we're gonna talk about from people cheating and getting divorced to why Vato V would never cheat because he can't make a decision and waffles back and forth. So we're gonna talk about that. We talk about all those things. So let's get into it, folks. As you know, before we get into our topic, we try to talk about what's going on in the world and something related to our topic, and that's our man Scully, and we also have Vato V has a story here today. So, gentlemen, let's get into it. Let's talk about Vato V. Let's talk about your story, and then we're gonna get into some of your stories there, Scully.
Sure.
I love this story. Okay, apparently a woman in London, who accused several men, about 10 men, of raping her.
Yep.
False accusations. Okay, they found out it was false. This woman actually has been sentenced to 10 years in prison for these fucking lies.
That's
right?
great, dude.
I love that. Don't you love that, gentlemen?
Doing it right. Doing
Don't
it
you love
right.
that?
Yes.
Finally, the justice system.
It was, but that was in
bad it
London.
wasn't
That was,
here.
it wasn't here in the States. It's actually
Maybe
in
the
London.
states will learn something.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
Hey, because that's fucked up, man. There's a lot of people out there that have been accused of some shit they haven't done.
Ruins lives.
And if they're in they go to prison for years, man,
Yep.
decades, and you got people out there. Oh, well, you know what? I was just fucking kidding because I was mad at the person.
Yeah.
Fuck that, man. She got caught up.
You know, and
yeah.
not only can that ruin a man's life, but if you just accuse a man on the job of him,
Yeah.
sexually harassing you or some bullshit, and it's not true. Okay, well, let's keep in mind it's not true. Okay, because if it is true, he deserves it. But if it isn't true, you can ruin that man's life
forever.
Yep.
I mean, think about this: if that person has kids and they're gonna get locked up forever.
And
Yeah,
even saying it puts that shit in other people's heads, man. It just doesn't just go away.
Right.
It's not.
Right.
And even if
up.
you're wrong, even if you're wrongfully accused and you do get acquitted, that still stays.
People still gonna
get you like,
oh, he
for the
did
shit.
it.
Yeah,
He did it.
It'll
Exactly.
follow
Yeah.
you, man.
That's fucked
You know
up.
what? And it's obvious why she got caught. I'm gonna be the one to say this. This bitch is ugly.
Say it,
She
yes.
got beat with an ugly stick. She
Yes.
probably weighs 400 fucking pounds. For one, 10 dudes are not gonna all decide I'm gonna rape this
Right.
disgusting
Yeah.
piece
Right.
of shit.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
And then how did they get away with it? Because if it wasn't consensual, I'm looking at her right now. She got to weigh at least 400 pounds or better. Just roll over and crush the motherfucker to death.
Yeah, that's a big bitch. She's a big chick. She's when I saw the picture, I was like, Vato V sent me the story, and he's like, hey, check this out. Woman gets prison time for accusing men of rape.
Yeah.
And I opened it up, and I was like, is she talking about her friend or something? It's like, was she
What's the
trying
deal?
to say these men tried to rape her friend? Because
She's
who
not.
would try to rape this chick?
No.
She was
She
Ty,
mad
you
'cause
described
they
it
didn't wanna fuck
perfectly.
her?
Yeah,
Huh?
probably.
Is she
You
mad
know what?
'cause they
Maybe.
don't wanna fuck her?
Maybe that's what it is. Like maybe these guys that were trying to they're chilling with her and I'm good, man. They're not a turn on, and here we go, man. Fucking, she's accusing them of raping them. That's fucked
Wow.
up.
Like,
Yeah.
fuck
You know,
you
and
just
it's-
rape me.
Yeah.
In a situation like that, it's sad because it's a woman's word against the man's. Okay, it's man versus woman.
Yeah.
He versus she type
Yeah.
stuff. That's why some of these real rapists have been able to get off on, on some of the things they actually done. Bill Cosby, he say she say type stuff. Harvey Weinstein for years, even though he actually did rape somebody. They're saying allegedly. So a lot of rapists actually use that to get off.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what she
Literally.
says, but it actually didn't happen. And then when the time comes where a man actually did not rape a woman, and it turns into a he say she say type thing.
Yeah, it's
In a court of public opinion or whatever, he still looks like the rapist.
He looks like you said, he looks like the person that did it and stuff, and because the majority they see it as like the woman is the victim, and that's fucked up because there are a lot of women out there that have gotten raped,
Right.
And you
Right.
have this idiot over here fucking saying
Right.
shit and fucking everything up,
fucks
you
it
know?
up.
Fucking
for
everything up for
everyone.
real women. That's such a good point.
Yeah.
Woman out there who's actually raped, and she actually does the things she's supposed to do, and goes to the authorities. They're going to look at this like, how do we know she's not one of these women who are making this up or crying wolf or something like that? So
And again, that
Sad.
shit, I'm going to say it again. Again, you get stuck with this shit. You carry it forever. You could be assaulted in a parking lot, beat the shit out of somebody, and if it even makes the news, it's going to be like, oh, Scully was found in the Walmart parking lot after he beat somebody up.
Right. Yeah.
And he also was accused of raping someone 10 years ago.
Right. Right.
It's,
It comes
it's a big crock of shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It never goes anywhere, and you will take that to your fucking grave.
Yeah. Yeah,
I agree.
And unfortunately, there's no there's no look that that a rapist has to him.
No.
You can't look at a man and go, "Oh, he's a rapist," or he's a murderer, that type of thing. I worked in the justice system, and I've worked with some kids that have actually killed and murdered other people. And you talk to this kid, he's the most charming, nicest, clean-cut kid, and you're like, "Man, this person actually took the life of another person."
Yeah.
And it's that way with a rapist.
Yeah.
You just can't. Rapists don't have they don't walk around looking like monsters or animals. Neither do child molesters and that type of thing.
They kind of do, dude. I can pick out a
they do
pedophile
kinda,
from anywhere.
That's true. That's true. You can look
Those
at a guy and go,
motherfuckers
"That guy's
are greasy.
right."
And
But then you got those ones who don't look like Mr. Rogers. They look like fucking Michael Jackson or something. Michael Jackson doesn't look like he. I think I can trust my little boy around him, right?
I'll send him over there.
Yeah.
Fucking 50-year-old. Go sleep with him. Go sleep
Yeah,
in his bed.
exactly.
What the fuck? No.
We got to tie that whole thing, man. We kind of hit on that a little.
so we need a modern day Mr. Rogers to teach us about our neighborhood and what's going on in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, so what else we got there, Scully, as far as what's happening in the world here?
I'm going to say we should probably roll down to Florida because they're easy to pick on.
What happened in
Florida
Florida?
again. Again, Florida. Damn it.
Always something in Florida.
Yeah, I have a couple from Florida that are really short here. So, Florida man accidentally shot and killed a woman while using a gun as part of foreplay.
So he was, gunning her and then pulled the trigger?
Unfortunately, we haven't gotten to the point where they can actually give us details like that because we know we all want to
already
fucking
know.
see it. But these people, 23 and she was 20. They both knew it was loaded.
Oh, Lord.
It was a
Russian roulette.
sexual fantasy of some sort.
What the fuck?
Shot in the upper torso.
He shot.
He was
Oh,
arrested. $50,000 bond.
Fucked
And
up.
punishment could be 15 years in prison,
Damn.
15 years probation, and maximum of $10,000 fines. So-
Okay, when I first hear this story, I think of somebody being killed during foreplay with a gun. The first thing that comes to my mind is he put it up her pussy.
That's what I was thinking.
You know what I mean? And then he
It
maybe
just accidentally
went off. Right?
Boom.
Exactly. Yeah.
She went off with a bang. Hey,
Right.
hello.
But you're saying she was shot in the upper torso, so that's
Yes, There's a
different.
couple articles.
That
Most of them
sounds-
don't
that
say
sounds
where she
fishy
was
to me.
shot. It is a little weird. It is a little weird. I'd look into
There
that.
could be some foul play here, some
literally.
foul foreplay here.
Foul.
Yeah, I don't know how you get excited off that. I know there's a lot of things that cream everyone's Twinkie out there, but that's not working for me.
Creamy Twinkie. That was a creamy Twinkie there.
I've never heard of anything, not even in porn, I've seen where there was some foreplay involving a gun. Have you guys seen that?
You watch that shit all day long, right?
I don't watch it. I've seen it before, but not that. I've seen porn before. Who here hasn't seen porn? I'm
I
sorry.
said you watch Pornhub all day long.
I do not watch porn.
Porn.
How do you know? Are you around me all day long?
He's a
Probably
rapist
should.
looking into you.
Yeah, Tech C's been in my house. He probably put secret cameras up and shit. I gotta check my
check.
place for bugs and
Here's the
stuff,
bug.
man. So yeah, that's crazy. So all right, well, interesting. I think that's,
Yeah, these are all
Okay.
these are short ones that I couldn't help but bring up. I don't understand how people use a loaded gun for foreplay and think it's going to turn out all right. So
Yeah, that's dumb.
yeah, I wouldn't make that recommendation. The other one is a guy that was accused of stealing more than 70 floating pool toys for sex.
Pool toys.
And these were his items for his self gratification. So yeah, he was caught, pulled over with multiple pool toys. He had just left someone's yard. He breaks in their yard, obviously, and finds their pool toys and steals them. And he claims that he takes them home and uses them for sexual acts
Sexual
instead of raping
gratification.
women.
You can keep my shit. I'm good. I don't want it back, bro.
This sounds like a fucker who has a floating sex toy fetish, okay? And he didn't want to be embarrassed, which even though I guess he embarrassed himself even more by saying, so he made up this excuse like, oh, I just did this so I wouldn't rape women.
So I won't rape women.
So I won't rape
I don't
women.
know.
Like, oh, okay, well, that's fine. As long as you're not raping women, have a nice day, you know.
Yes, hey, it could have been worse.
He should hook up. He should hook up with a chick from London, and then fucking they both can have their own fetishes.
She looked like a floating pool toy.
Fucking whale, man.
True. That's a big female.
Oh, boy, yeah.
The
that's
buoy.
Está grande la cabrona, está grande. She's big.
crazy people in our world. So, all right, so that kind of doesn't really transition in what we're going to talk about here today. So we're just going to kind of get into it. Why men cheat? I kind of told you the topic earlier. Remember, if you want to chime in on this, the number is 818-570-5085. Tech C is standing by to take your call. And we're going to get into it. So I guarantee we're probably going to get some calls about this here. So let's get into it. Let's get all up in the crevices, gentlemen. All right. Get all deep with it. Okay. Balls deep. That's right. So while everyone has their own unique reason for cheating, including women, okay, because yes, believe it or not, women do cheat too. Okay, we're going to talk about that next week. What? There are common reasons specifically why men cheat. And today, we as men, we're going to discuss the common reasons why men cheat, okay? And this information is backed up by self-reported data, okay? So we did all this, we did all the research on this, and we're talking about our own experiences here, okay? So let's get all up in the crevices of this subject. Yeah, we about to go deep, gentlemen. Balls deep. That's right, on why men cheat. So let's do it. Number one, okay, that we have here, and it's been reported, this is self-reported data, the lack of intimacy in the relationship he's in. That's one of the reasons why men cheat, okay? Many men admit this is the number one reason why they stray away, if you will. So let's talk about it, gentlemen.
I agree.
You agree with that, Vato?
I do agree with that.
That you agree that's one of the number one, well, actually the number one reason why men cheat?
Is that the number one reason?
Why men cheat?
Why men cheat?
Yeah.
Because I do agree, because lack of intimacy. Man, as a man, we want to fuck. We want to fuck. We want to fuck, regardless. You know,
all the time.
All the time. But if your lady's nagging and bitching and complaining, you still want to fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Regardless of whatever the fact may be.
A lot of women play this dangerous game with their men when they're pissed off at them. They'll cut the sex off.
Yeah.
That's a dangerous game.
Yeah.
You do not want to do that, because then when that dude fucks around on you, and we're not saying any of this is justified. We're not saying it's right, okay? We're just talking about the mind of a man.
Yep. Why?
When he does this, you know, you kind of have to look at yourself as, you know, maybe this is my fault. Again, we're not saying, hey, we're trying to get some callers here, right?
Don't fuck this.
Phones are off the hook.
We had a missed call.
Aw, damn.
Yeah, did we seriously?
They did.
Told you people are going to call in on this, I'm telling you.
There we go.
There you go.
There's a call. Hello.
What's up, Carter? The Mentality Show. How can we assist you?
You have a comment or a question?
Hello.
We got a lady.
All right.
Hi, how are you? How can we help you?
I'm fabulous,
Oh, nice.
All right.
and I love this topic.
Oh, nice.
I told you women are going to love this topic. Yes, it's a great topic, and we're going to kind of get a little deeper with this. Balls deep. On why men cheat. So
Identify yourself. Caller, what's your name?
Okay, so this is Patty, and here's my opinion.
Okay.
Sometimes a man's just a jerk and can't get enough. So whatever. But mostly, I feel in my opinion and experience that a man will cheat if he is not getting respect at home.
That's
A
true.
man will cheat.
Yes.
A man will cheat if he is made small by the woman,
Yes.
because he's made to feel that he is not good enough.
Yes.
And then he goes out to the drugstore, to dinner, to work, and someone sees his value, and he becomes interested, and then one thing led to another, and now he stepped out when that wasn't his intention, and he maybe wasn't even looking for it.
That's true.
Right.
We went to go buy some carne asada, and then that happens.
Needs met.
That's true. You know what, Patty? We actually have that as number 6 on our list as to why men cheat. They feel disrespected at home some type of way.
Yeah.
Their woman, you know, either doesn't make them feel like the man that they feel they need to be, and they go out and they mess around because they feel like they get that respect from another woman.
That's very true.
You're so right about that, Patty.
Very true.
Did that something like that happen to you, Patty? Were you cheated on?
You know, I was, and I'm going to be really honest with you and transparent.
Mm-hmm.
I was just doing my thing. Possibly, I after the fact, I thought to myself, there's a way to say something to a man, and there's a way to express ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And I was being not holding him as the. I can tell you that you were wrong about this or that, or that I disagree with something, but you still must remain the king. And I decided that I was going to be the queen. and I'm the queen of my queendom, and I'm going to hear me roar.
There you go.
And it took me, not when he cheated, but it took me some growth and development to see it later.
Right.
And I then placed a call and said, hey, I know you're involved with someone, but I want to have a growth, development, mature conversation for 2 minutes. I just want to say these things. And he said, that's exactly what happened. He did not step out with someone that, women always feel like, well, he stepped out and she was younger.
Yeah.
Or she didn't have any children or whatever, right? No, this lady was, I don't know how to say this elegantly. She was at a disadvantage in multiple ways.
Right. Okay.
And I didn't get it.
Right.
And that is what he said. She made me feel this way.
Wow.
Right.
And nothing else mattered about her status or looks or anything. I needed that inside. And so then over the years, I've talked to many women, and this is just a pattern that we have.
Yeah. I'm so, Peg, we're so glad you called in on this and gave your opinion as a female because, this is something that basically men, we have several things here on the list as to why men cheat. So it's always nice to hear a female's opinion and maybe somebody who's experienced this firsthand themselves.
Right.
So we really appreciate your call. Thank you so much, Patty. Okay.
Thank you, Patty. Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Have a great night.
You too. Thank you very
Thank you,
much.
Patty. Keep
Appreciate
listening,
it.
okay? All right.
Bye.
Will do. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So, hey, you know what? I'd like to add something on that. And that was, and thanks again, Patty. That was an awesome call.
Yes.
But I actually had that. I didn't pull up any statistics or anything. And I had low self-esteem, feeling underappreciated. And that's at the top of my list. And I'll actually give her a one up, right? While these little girls over here talk.
Kiss each other's ears.
So, you know what we
cheating on each other.
What we as men and guys have to remember too, and I'm going to give her a little bump here. I also had a note that said there's yes, the Humpty Bump,
Is that bump on your penis or balls?
yeah, those are genital warts.
Bumps is not a good word to use on this show there, Scully.
I got it. I'm using them all. But you know what? And if it drug out for a long time, then so be it. It's going to happen anyway. But dude, as guys, we have unrealistic expectations sometimes. We don't realize that these women, they're busy. They have jobs. They're dealing with people during the day, throughout the day. And we come home and we feel like we need our needs met. And sometimes they just don't have it. But if it drags out for a long time, you're probably going to get cheated on. So that was a good call.
That was a great call.
She was talking about like that she didn't have not expectations, but the person that that cheated on her was I guess the female that the guy was he found or whatever.
She was nothing special.
She was like nothing special.
Yeah.
He just wanted to fuck because it was a lack that he wasn't getting that at home.
She was probably convenient ass.
It was just a convenience, like fuck.
Convenient ass.
Like she said, he didn't care about he didn't care about her status, blah blah. I get it, but if she's gonna put it out there, he's gonna take advantage of the situation if he's not getting what he wants at home.
Men, let me tell you something. Men, if the wind blows a certain way and hits our dicks, and we just
no
feel
more.
like fucking, there could be a tree with a hole in it. We will fuck that tree.
Yep.
So, I hate to say this. A lot of men look at women as just, and sounds so bad, okay? It sounds so sexist. A lot of men think like this. They look at women like they can totally love one woman, and they'll look at another woman as fuck meat. You know what I mean? You just something to put their dick in.
That's very
And
true.
you have no love, no respect, or anything for that. She can be a whore, okay? Whatever.
Yeah.
Pay her for the sex, whatever, okay? And he can totally go home to the woman he loves and be happy with her and have that relationship and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But don't let that woman find out what he's doing because it's all bad.
There's
It's
gonna be
all
hell to
bad.
pay.
It's going to be hell to pay. But women don't understand that, and it's. I'm not saying that they should understand that, okay? But they don't understand that a man can go fuck something and have no love, and it means it doesn't mean that he has any less love for you. You know what I mean?
And check, you know what? Sorry, I don't want to lose this thought, and I'll probably will anyway. But so you mentioned how the guy feels about it. So for the women out there, most guys aren't going to feel guilty about the fact that they had sex. they feel guilty about the consequences.
Yeah.
So as long as
As long as you don't get caught.
yeah, as long as you don't get
It's
caught,
not-
a
it's
lot
not-
of people out there are going to keep on
That's how most
trucking.
men are. Yeah,
It's
and then
not-
they keep fucking up until they get caught.
It's not cheating unless you get caught.
Yeah, it's not
You get
illegal.
caught, it's
That's
all
how
bad.
some men think. Exactly.
Exactly.
This
So
is we're
that's-
putting you into the mind
Of a man.
Of a man. And we should call this show the Mentality Show Locker Room Talk. You
That's
know?
true.
All right, so let's get into it. Number 2, here's another reason why men cheat. Okay, we have 7. All right, these are 7 top ones. Okay, their spouse or partner is not as attractive to them as they used to be. Okay, and this is for shallow men who are a little bit more shallow than others. Okay,
But that's I understand that, you know what I'm saying, and I get
Just
it.
lose that physical
Yeah, they
attraction.
lose that physical attraction. Like men think when you get with your girl and she's like sexy as fuck and no kids and stuff. Once you get their kids and shit happens.
yeah.
You know.
Show me a woman who's fine as hell. I'll show you a dude who's tired of fucking.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
Eventually, the lust fades away.
Right.
That's why you need to have something that there needs to be something more in depth with that person that you need to have an attraction to.
Most
Their
definitely.
personality,
Yes.
their sense of humor,
Personality
their
goes
sweetness.
a long fucking way, man.
Absolutely.
I don't
Sense
give
of
a
humor,
fuck
man.
how fine the female is. If her personality fucking sucks,
Yeah.
excuse my language, she's a bitch.
Yeah.
Oh no.
But you know what? I'm
That was
gonna
the
miss
perfect
something.
language.
But
Thank you.
what I'm saying is, like, I'm not disrespecting a female thinking that she's a bitch, but her fucking personality.
yeah,
You
gotcha.
know, but I
Hell
gotta
no,
admit,
bro.
I'm attracted to a little itsy bitsy bitchiness.
No. I'm talking.
attracted
It's
to a little bit of
okay.
resting
It's
bitch face,
it's okay to
I
be.
do. I like resting bitch face. That's me. I'm weird like that. But over time,
But what I'm saying, if she's
not,
but I'm saying if her fucking attitude's a bitch
Of
all the
course.
time,
Right.
fuck that.
Fuck that.
No.
You
Yeah,
say
yeah.
something and what the fuck? What is this? But, oh, hey.
Right. I dated somebody that I used to work with who had resting bitch face.
Oh, Lord.
And she was so sweet when I met her, and then she started to match that resting bitch face and became a hell of a person to date. A hell demon of a woman to date. Okay.
At the-
Demon.
So you fucked her anyways, what you're
Oh,
saying.
of course, yeah, of course, yeah. I love that chick, but till that resting bitch face thing came to truth there. All right, so number 3, hypersexuality. Hypersexual. This is a guy who just likes to fuck all the time. Just needs to fuck. Is all. This is a real thing. Okay, a lot of people don't want to admit it, but sex releases these dopamines that can be very addictive. Okay,
We like dope.
dopamines. Now, if you aren't there to satisfy that urge, or you don't want this man to find someone else, he's in this hypersexual state. He's gonna go get sex from someone else. Basically.
But that's the thing. If a man is okay, now I'm gonna. This is the way I see it. If a man is not ready for a relationship, as far as like not get married and stuff like that, don't get married. Keep on fucking around. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so. And that's a very good point. So, but if you're in a relationship,
Oh yeah,
and you're not
if
married,
you have a great fucking.
it okay to
sexual-
cheat?
No, it's not.
because you're not married.
It doesn't matter if you're committed. If you're committing yourself to that person, why are
There
you
you
going
go.
to cheat?
Committed. Exactly.
have to be a kind
That's
of
the
commitment.
word. Committed.
Let's go back to the hot
That's the
chick.
word I was
that-
looking for,
Let's go back to the
Bronson.
hot chick that we're
So
tired of
proud of you.
fucking. If you're tired of fucking a hot chick, how do you fix it?
How do you fix
How do you try? Okay. Well, okay. This is
I know,
what
I know
helps
what my
me.
answer is. But
porn?
This is what helps me.
Porn.
This is what
Pornhub.
Pornhub.
this is what helps me.
Fuck yeah.
Is realistically, if I'm with a girl and I start losing that physical attraction for her, you got to think back to when you first met them. Okay, go back to how hot they were when you first met them, how you were so into them, and kind of reminisce on that. That would make that, to me, that makes that woman, gain that attraction
lasts
back.
until she's a bitch again.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, no, we're talking about just
Bad
physical. We're not talking about her personality. He said if you lose the physical attraction, if you lose the attraction for her personality, you're done.
because
if
we
her
agreed,
personality is fucked up, you're
yeah,
done.
we agreed that she could be hot and you
Yeah.
still get tired of fucking her.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
true.
So
But
we're talking
what-
about just the physical.
What if she has the same sexual, what is that shit, like same sex drive as you have? Then what? Fuck like crazy, motherfucker.
This is
Yes.
funny because
and that's where I was. So that's where I was gonna go with it.
Bato V,
Hey,
you know what?
Fucks.
Yeah, just you know what, and just change it up, man. Yeah, you
You'd
could.
be like rabbits.
I know these guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you get a little tired of it, do something different, right?
He knows my body.
No homo, no homo.
Uh-huh.
If you know if you have a girl that her sex drive is just like yours, that is a blessing, man. Hey,
Hey, like my boy Scully.
Cheers,
says,
fuckers.
Cheers, fuckers. That's right.
fuckers.
So you obviously wouldn't stop fucking one day, and you were stuck under the bed.
Fuck yeah.
That's how this conversation played out. I got it.
No, texting. He puts these cameras. He has these little private cameras. And he puts people.
Those are drones that fly around.
He puts them up there.
Sex drones.
You thought it was a fan on your ass.
He is a fan.
These flies. Okay, so yeah, that's a good question, Vato V. So
that's a
hypersexuality.
If she has a sex drive like you, then wouldn't you be
It's a
afraid that she
statement.
might be fucking somebody else?
Hey, shit.
No, because this guy fucks. That's all I can say. I know Vato V's
My
body.
shit
No,
is,
I'm
bro.
just
If I'm gonna fuck, we're gonna fuck.
Yes.
So that's
This dude
that's
fucks.
the
Be
cure.
sore as fuck,
That's
bro.
so we'll talk about that next week. That's a cure to stopping women from cheating. Just
does
pound
not.
it so
I'm not-
hard it can't do any
Hey,
other
bro,
work.
look, my shit is this. You can fuck all you want, bro, but if she's gonna fucking go somewhere else, it's it.
Hey, I told one time I heard this guy tell Vato V that he was with his chick and he fucked her 8 times that night. Vato V looked this dude in the eye and said, "That's it." This guy fucks. I'm telling
Well,
you.
that's only 2 Viagra, 8 hours.
I was like,
No, this guy doesn't use Viagra. His name is not Vato V for
I was like,
Viagra, man.
interesting.
Interesting boy.
I was like, did you wear socks and sandals?
He's like, be a man, boy. So anyway, dopamines, hypersexuality is why a lot of men cheat. Okay, number 4. Okay, they're ready to check out of this relationship. They are on their way out of the relationship. Some men are needy for affection. Okay,
Very needy.
Men, we actually need affection too. They don't want to leave the relationship unless they already have another one lined up. Okay, they don't want to risk the chances of being alone when the separation occurs. So what they do is they go find another while they're still together with you. They go find another woman. So are y'all pointing at me?
No.
no, we're just.
First of all,
trying
I'm
to-
not in a relationship, so
I think we're all just trying to
they
figure out
could
if
be
we
pointing
know.
at me.
I was pointing at the wall.
We're trying to figure out if we knew anyone.
Trying to say I'm needy. That's what he's trying
Mentality
to
show.
say.
The mentality show.
Trying to say. Oh, we got. Don't make me start pointing at you for some of these. Like 1 through 7. Okay.
1 through 7.
So a lot of men are ready to check out a relationship, and they don't want to be alone, so they go find somebody else while they're together with you, and then when they feel pretty secure in that new relationship, they're out of this current relationship. So they're fucking cheating around. They're cheating. I always say if somebody cheats on you, okay, it's all bad, okay, and it's up to you to forgive that person, okay. But having an affair, that means they're currently cheating. This cheating is going on. It's been something that's been going on for a while. This isn't something that it just happened or it's an accident or something like that. Even though I don't know how cheating is an accident, you just fall and slip into some pussy or whatever.
Yeah.
But
I mean, if it's really wet, it could happen.
oh man, that's some good pussy.
Yeah, that's what they said.
Slippery when wet.
Exactly. Slippery when wet.
Oops. Scully, you said something earlier about the difference between men and women cheating. Premeditated, remember that?
Oh, I did actually, absolutely.
We're going to kind of touch on.
We can touch on
next
that
week.
last week, but
we'll touch on it next week.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
a good
yeah.
point. Don't forget that point, okay?
I won't.
Yes,
I already
great
have
point.
it. I wrote it down because when I have a genius thought, I do that. It doesn't happen very often, so I write it down.
We'll just watch the show and figure that out later.
Premeditated. It's called premeditated cheating.
Premeditated.
Premeditated nut.
Can you get jail time for that? It's premeditated.
Probably.
Premeditated.
Fuck.
So, number 5, gentlemen, here's one that if I were, when I was younger, okay,
When I was younger.
I cheated one time and I got the karma of a lifetime after that, and I decided after that you can't do people because I cheated. I did this girl dirty, okay, and it was bad. And I was about 21 years old, and then she told me what you did to me is going to come back on you, and it came back on me that next year.
She cursed you.
Times 10, and I said to myself, "Damn, this is what she's talking about." So, but the reason why I did it is for this reason right here, number
Nice.
5. To satisfy their own ego.
Satisfy.
Okay.
Yeah.
If a man feels insecure about himself, he'll seek validation from other women. Other women give him that ego boost. Okay, when he sees that other women still want him. Okay, women. The thing here, men need attention too. Okay, you see the pattern here. Men. They
if a
need
man-
attention. You got some needy guys out there.
But if a man's needy and that's just being a bitch. I'm sorry, bro. That's a fucking sorry. Be a man.
or Metro.
Be a
Oh,
fucking man.
You
boy.
saying men don't need attention?
I'm not. No, I'm not talking. If a man is fucking needy, bro.
Oh, needy. Yeah, that's
Fucking
different.
needy.
Be a man,
Come on,
bitch.
Yeah, exactly. Be a man, bitch. Not a
Just
man.
hold
boy.
me. Just hold me in your arms.
I
and
would say
protect
that I'm gonna go with you,
Love your whole-
Delano, on this one. I'm going with you on this. Men can be
at my
needy.
eyes.
They'll be needy, but only on this subject. It's the sex. The rest of it,
yeah.
we could easily be abused.
See, look,
verbally, mentally.
If a man is fucking, if a man is
sexually.
needy, bro, if a man is needy, you know what I mean? Fucking, he deserves to be cheated on, bro.
Well, no.
Yeah,
What Scully's
yeah.
saying, I like what Scully said. He said when a man is needy sexually, like he
when it
needs
comes to
sex
sex.
all the time. You know what I mean?
We can.
So, but if he's needy, like just, I need you to look
Hold
at
me.
hold
Yeah,
me and
yeah.
look at me in the eyes when you talk to me.
Why
are you okay?
Why
And-
are you going? Why?
Right,
What
exactly.
are you thinking about?
I need you to be here next to me.
If
you
a
know?
woman is more of a man than you are,
Yeah.
you deserve to be
Wow,
cheated on.
you're about to get fucked.
Literally.
the guy
Where
that,
she is.
the guy that sounds needy is the one who talks like this. So can you make sure you come home on time and feed me
Yeah.
my neck bones, whatever? I don't know.
Why gotta be neck bones?
I don't know. Neck
I think
bones.
most dudes would skip food for sex. Absolutely.
You know, I actually. That's a good point. You and I talked about this, Vato V. Like,
Yeah.
can you fuck on an empty stomach? I need food. I need fuel.
I have, and
I fuck better when I have fuel.
Be like, oh,
Yeah,
I'll be right back.
Texie probably farts.
I'm
when
gonna
he
go
fucks,
get.
man.
I'm gonna go get a great idea. I'll be right back.
Like, yeah.
Take a shit.
I don't know. What do you
I
eat?
did it. Hey, I
What do
did it. I fucked before, like, you know, fuck, and then get it over
I
with.
can't fuck when I'm hungry, man.
No,
when I'm super hungry.
I fuck when I'm hungry, and then when
Because
we
his
leave.
stomach growls like a motherfucker. What's that?
Makes him sound like a lion.
Scares her.
You know, Texie eats before he fucks. He probably farts and burps when he fucks, man.
Taking his beer. Oh,
That's where the power thrust comes from.
I'm coming.
You can't even burp like a man.
That's because that was an unintentional burp.
Burp like a man.
Why don't you give him a real burp there, Tech? A beer burp.
I'm not ready.
Come on later.
He's a premature burper. All right. Anyway, so ego. That's another reason why men cheat. Okay, to satisfy their own ego. All right. Here's number 6, and Patty mentioned this. We actually hit on it. To get revenge. You got some fucking guys out there who will fuck other women just to piss their women off.
You know
okay?
what, man? Look, if you, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm sorry. Finish your.
Well, I was gonna say some men are petty, just like chicks. Okay, they'll use another woman to get back at you for cheating on them or cheating on them before, or something they consider disrespectful. If they feel like they were disrespected or that you did something that disrespected them, they'll go cheat on you. Let me ask you this, gentlemen. Okay, Vatovi, I know you had something to say. If somebody cheats on you, okay, or if someone cheats on another, is it okay to do the same thing back to them?
Nope.
Does that give you like a cheating card?
No, look, man. If somebody fucking cheats, get the fuck out of a relationship. Why the fuck are you gonna be in a relationship? That's just gonna be in the back of your head, bro.
Yeah.
All the fucking time.
Very good,
Like,
very true.
Hell no, I can't.
I'm so proud of you today, Vato.
Thank you.
Do you want a hug?
That's a very good point. You
After
made
the show. It's
you
just
made
me.
a good
It's
point.
just
Absolutely.
I'm speaking. If somebody's comfortable with whatever they're doing, you know, if they're comfortable in a relationship, if they feel they're gonna forgive, that's on them. But personally speaking, I've had shit like that happen to me before. I was married, you know.
Yeah,
My ex
yeah,
cheated.
Yeah, you were cheated on.
I am not gonna. I will never take. I can't do that shit.
Yeah.
Because you broke that bond. That's just me.
Yeah, especially marriage. Yeah.
I can't do it.
Yeah.
Because in the back of my head, I'm gonna be thinking, if I'm gonna be fucking my chick, in the back of my head, I'm thinking, fuck, some
That
other
you're kissing another
motherfucker, some
dude's
other
dick or
motherfucker,
something.
exactly,
Right.
some other motherfucker already fucked her while we were together.
Right.
How the fuck I can't?
Right. Yeah, it's a
Can't do it.
psychological thing. Right.
But you know, you guys weren't together forever. You weren't her first, right? So some other motherfucker fucked her before, right?
Well, yeah, but after she made
I
the
get it.
commitment.
Well, it's like me too. Like I fucked before we got married. You know what I'm saying?
But when you fuck behind somebody's back, that's
yeah,
like,
if you're
that's
together,
like, fuck you,
if you're
I'm still
together,
fucking.
if you're married, like married is a different
Yeah,
shit, bro.
yeah, yeah.
If you're fucking just dating, I'm not saying it's okay, but if you're dating, you have nothing together, just dating, fucking around. Okay, well, shit, you know what I mean? But if
Yeah.
you're married, you take an oath to against God, and it's like that's it. You committed yourself to that person. You're not gonna fuck up.
Right, women. Let me tell you
fuck up.
something. If you were the guy, he's okay with you fucking other men. Okay, unless y'all have that understanding, like
That's a thing.
was it
open
polyamory,
relationships,
polyamorous,
dude.
open
People
relationships?
people like that shit.
But usually, even in those relationships, people want to know. Let me know if you're fucking somebody else. So I want to be there, or I want to know. But if a guy's okay, yeah, go out, have a nice, see you in 3 days or whatever, and he knows you're out there fucking other men, and he doesn't care. He don't give a fuck about you.
he
He's just
doesn't.
using you for sex.
Nope.
Himself,
I'm
So
Yeah, hey babe, why don't you go out and fucking bring back some fresh nut for us? All
right.
right.
Oh, man.
bring it back.
Don't bring anything home you can't put in the oven. All right.
Nah, I can't. I just can't.
I agree with you.
I can't.
You know, I have some experience with that in my past, and it's not something I'm going to fucking talk about right now. But yeah, this stuff's tough, man, and you will never get that out of your head once it's found. So, like, if if one person is cheating, all right, or both of them are cheating, or whenever this comes out, that's where you're fucked. And I mentioned it earlier about the consequences. No one really cares until it's out in the open.
Unless not cheating, unless you get
caught.
It's
those consequences. So once that happens and it's out in the open and you both know, if you're strong enough to get through it and be like, all right, hey, this is where we fucked up. Yeah. Let's talk about it. Yeah. It's still never going to leave the back of your head. You're going to have to deal with that. Yeah, that's baggage. That's where baggage comes from.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't. That's just like I said. Just personally speaking, I can't do it, man. Yeah. If I'm not gonna do it to you, if I'm gonna be committed, I'm not gonna do it to you. Yeah. I see myself as a loyal person.
Have you ever cheated, Bato?
When I was younger, yes.
Yeah, I think we all when we were younger. I think we've all cheated, right?
But if
we were younger.
But if I'm gonna be committed, yeah. If I'm gonna be committed, bro. If I'm gonna be committed to somebody,
we haven't talked about that yet.
If I'm gonna be committed to this person, this one person, I'm gonna be committed to her.
Yeah.
You know,
that's a man. That's a man talking. That's not a boy.
Exactly.
When we were boys, I admit, when I was a boy, I was 20. I cheated. Okay. You cheated when you were a boy. Yeah. You cheated when you were a boy. Todd, I'm sure you cheated when you were a boy, right?
It was called. Yeah, her name was Serta.
You fucked your bed. So that leads me into number 7. Okay.
Number 7. Be a man.
This is what it all comes down to. This pretty much boils everything on this list down to the one reason alone. As far as cheating, okay, cheating in itself it's basically an immature act. Okay, so plain old immaturity. Okay, that's why a lot of men cheat, because they are not ready to accept the responsibility or the commitment of being in a committed relationship.
I agree. But that's not just it goes both ways. It goes both ways, a man and a female as well.
Well, we're going to talk about females next week, exactly. But as far as men, this is the number one reason why they cheat. And it's funny you kind of brought that up, because they say, and we did our research here, the number one reason that this whole thing boils down to men cheating is immaturity. And usually when women cheat, okay, and we'll talk about this next week, it's because of insecurity. And we'll talk about all that next week as far as why insecurity is blended in there. So, yeah, that's the reason why it comes down to that, And as I mentioned, as you mentioned, Vato V, we all did some immature things when we were younger, cheating and stuff like that. You learn, you get older. There comes a time in a man's life where he grows the fuck up, okay? Yeah. You got to realize, man, this is probably the best woman I've ever met, probably the best woman I'll ever meet.
Probably.
Not just from her looks, but from who she is as a person, the content of her character, without sounding like Martin Luther King here.
Preach, boy, preach.
I don't know. I think that's what ED does to you.
True. Yeah. He starts experiencing ED, he's like, damn,
Thank God for pills.
I dicked her down just enough to keep her, I don't feel like going through this again,
It's all about the love.
You got to find the right. It's you know what, man? It's hard to find the right fucking person that's going to fit your personality and your
Preach, brother. I'm still single. That's why I'm still single.
And your sexualness.
I date, and I've become a little bit more active in dating lately. And I look at this and I'm like, man, this is brutal.
It's expensive.
No. I got a little system. We're gonna meet for coffee or tea. And if I like you, then I'll spend my money. If I don't like you, then I've only invested $3 in your ass.
Don't go to Starbucks on a first date though. That shit's expensive.
That is expensive too. Damn. That's,
I've been spending. I'll make coffee. I'll make coffee in my house.
What's that old shit that they used to mix in the jar? The fucking U-Ban or
let's meet at the park. It's called Skid Row, and I don't have to spend anything
park,
there.
We'll go to the park. I'll bring the coffee from my house.
I thought we were buying coffee.
Actually, you can get that shit pretty cheap at. I hate to say it because it's a horrible thing. Yeah,
who shows up with a coffee?
Like Chick-fil-A, Raising Cane's. You can go in there and get a gallon of coffee pretty cheap. You can just go to the park, drop it there.
I'll go to the taco truck, bro. Fuck that. Let's go get the taco truck. Good. $2.
That's
tacos are expensive now,
dude. That's love right there. I feel like you're giving up your interest right there. You take them for tacos, you're gonna get married.
Exactly. If she's cool with you going to a taco truck, you're straight, bro.
Yeah.
Take that chance. Take that chance.
I'm gonna put
Here in LA.
take that. I'm gonna put a ring on it.
She's gonna look at you like, this is cool, but on the first date, fuck you.
Fuck you too.
So if you have a boyfriend, that's right, fuck you too. If you have a boyfriend or a husband who's immature, we're not saying he's a cheater, but he's most likely to possess the capability to cheat. Okay, so keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. If you feel like he's insecure and he's immature, that motherfucker's gonna cheat on you. Okay, so that's my last thing to say. Any last words on this? Okay,
I think we probably touched on it, but if you're fucking arguing all the time and bitching all the time and talking shit to each other all the time, most likely you're gonna fucking cheat. And
if you're not getting along,
if you're not getting along, get the fuck out of the relationship.
Yeah, man. Somebody's gonna cheat, or somebody's gonna. If you don't make a woman happy, okay, if you don't give her the time that she deserves or needs, she's either going to, and she's letting you know this, she's either going to leave the relationship or she's going to cheat on you. One of the two. But that's something next week. See, we're so amped to talk about why women cheat that we're kind of getting into it right now.
That's because we want to blame them.
But it's our fault.
That's why we need Tina, because we'll blame them next week and she'll argue with us.
She's like, fuck you, it's all you motherfuckers.
Oh, she's going to correct us, man.
Yep.
She is going to correct us.
Yes,
she will. She will. So basically, that's what I said. We kind of hit on it. Next week, we're going to talk about why women cheat. Okay, so stay tuned for that. And then a week after that, we're going to talk about how to catch a cheater. Okay, so we got a lot of good shows coming up. And then after that, we're going to talk about alpha male versus nice guy. That's coming up. So we got some great shows coming up, folks. And that pretty much ends our show. Let's go ahead and do this thing here we call Mexican Word of the Week with Vato V. What's our Mexican Word of the Week, my man?
Cheetah.
Cheetah. That's the perfect Mexican word today. Cheetah. How is cheetah our Mexican Word of the Week?
My ex said she loved me, but she's a lying ass cheetah.
Love it. All right, folks. That's pretty much our show. You can catch us at www.thementalityshow.com. Past episodes on YouTube if you want to see what we look like. LATalkRadio.com. Facebook Live is what you're watching today. Catch us now on iTunes, Google Play, and iHeartRadio, folks. Right. That's right. Okay. Now, folks, remember, in life, this is what we're here for. You're good. But with our help, you could be the best. We'll see you next week, folks.
Vámonos. Be a man, boy.
Oh, yeah.
You're listening to The Mentality Show, only on LA Talk Radio.